not Brexit fault. Andrew Bridgen points out that EU causing the UK's ongoing supply chain crisis. Tory MP Andrew Bridgen has dismissed claims that Brexit is to blame for the ongoing supply chain crisis in the UK. Andrew Bridgen has rejected claims that Brexit is behind the UK's supply woes. The Tory MP said a number of issues are in play as he spoke. However, he pointed out that the UK is not alone in its supply chain issue. As he noted, they are desperately short of lorry drivers in France and Germany too. The supply chain crisis in the UK has prompted businesses across multiple sectors to warn they will struggle to meet customer demand as a consequence of labour shortages. The boss of the supermarket chain Iceland has warned that the supply chain crisis could cancel Christmas. Nando's, McDonald's, and KFC are among the companies that have reported shortages as a consequence in recent weeks. Tesco, Amazon, and John Lewis have offered four-figure joining bonuses to drivers. Mr. Bridgen rejected claims that Brexit was to blame, saying, "There's a number of issues in play here. The prolonged lockdown has persuaded some workers nearing retirement not to return to their working career, instead taking early retirement. And I am hearing that they are desperately short of lorry drivers in France and Germany. As far as freedom of movement is concerned, everyone knows it has ended. I am disappointed if businesses have not prepared or reviewed their recruitment for that." Shraddha Kaul from the British Poultry Council responded that people did not vote to lose control of our food. She said, "I don't think this is what the people voted for. The supply chain disruption around the world has also impacted European industries, particularly Germany, according to Rory Furnessy at Oxford Economics. Business Secretary Kwasi Kwarteng has urged businesses to respond to the supply chain crisis by hiring British workers instead of EU drivers. Mr. Kwarteng told businesses that HGV drivers are not sufficiently skilled to meet visa requirements and companies should focus on training and recruiting British staff. A government spokeswoman added, "We want to see employers make long-term investments in the UK domestic workforce instead of relying on labour from abroad, and our plan for jobs is helping people across the country retrain, build new skills and get back into work." Additionally, following the announcement of a UK drug export ban, recent cases and Intersys research show that we don't need to wait for international events for medicines shortages to be a real issue. Intersys Risk Director Catherine Gaiman takes a closer look at the crisis. The drug export ban announced by the UK government last week, the 2nd of October, will be a wake-up call for the pharmaceuticals industry. But the question is, will the right lessons be learned? The ban covers 24 drugs and is designed to protect against shortages of the medicines for NHS patients. The majority are HRT, hormone replacement therapy, drugs, used to treat symptoms associated with menopause, but the ban also covers some contraceptives, hepatitis B vaccines and adrenaline pens used in cases of severe allergies. Although other European countries have introduced similar measures in the past, this move is unprecedented in the UK. Two things should probably be noted at the outset, though. The first is that, despite the timing, a month before the Prime Minister has committed to leave the EU, the government has explicitly stated that the move is unrelated to Brexit. Second, if anything, the ban fails to reflect how widespread shortages with medicines are. A recent survey shows that, in the last 6 months, UK community pharmacy professionals have found shortages across every one of 36 categories of medicines. HRT drugs were the most likely to have proved difficult to source, with 84% of those pharmacists saying they'd had trouble, while more than 2/3 said they'd seen a shortage of contraceptives, but more than half, 58%, had problems getting hold of anti-epileptic drugs, and 52% for OB patients, topical NSAIDs or capsaicin, drugs used as anti-inflammatories or pain relief. Our job role has changed into medicines sourcing, rather than advising, as one pharmacist put it.